What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. We got all kinds of moving parts going on today. Things are heating up a little bit with the combine. We're having, of course, the owners and GMs and all of them together in Indianapolis. Maybe next year it's going to be in Dallas, which of course will add its own drama altogether as well. Um, Couple of things. Mike McCarthy. If I were to do Southwest commercials, I would take Mike McCarthy and do a Southwest commercial. Want to get away? Because he did not look like a happy camper there. He is facing all kinds of questions from when you look at the statistics on Tony Pollard and what he did, basically they're saying, hey, stupid, how come you didn't run Tony Pollard more since he was beasting and had some of the best stats in the NFL? And he would say stuff like, well, that's a fair criticism and yada, yada, yada. But, we're satisfied with what we did this season. Okay. So you're saying that everything's okay. All right. Glad to hear it. We found out that Dak Prescott had a shoulder surgery on his non-throwing arm. We also now have an interesting take. Shit. This is the hard part here because this is doing some of these that are colored, and painting colors on something like this gets to be really, really difficult because we're using multiple colors. These things are kind of hit or miss on some of the profile pictures, the way the computer sees it. So, anyway, you didn't tune in to see me painting. You tuned in because of what I have to say. Aaron Rodgers they're supposedly meeting and trying to figure out what kind of an offer for Aaron Rodgers to get paid. Speculation is that he'll get a long-term, short-term deal somewhere in the neighborhood of about 46, 47 to make him the highest paid. The GM, and here's an interesting part. Here's where it gets interesting, where all of a sudden some of the power may have swung back into the favor of the Green Bay Packers. The GM says that they don't have a single offer from anybody to trade for Aaron Rodgers. Let's be clear here. We've heard Washington is interested in trading for a quarterback. We've heard that Carolina called Minnesota about the availability of Kirk freaking Cousins. And you have to look at it and say Aaron Rodgers, the 2 years in a row, the MVP. You would have to think that Aaron Rodgers would be the guy that people definitely want. But here it is. The GM says ain't nobody called. That, my friends, is very telling. And what it may be is Aaron Rodgers has priced himself out of the market. That teams are saying, you know what, we like to have that ability, but how long are we going to have him for? And you have to think about now also too, Carson Wentz and the organization is meeting to determine his fate. So you think about what the Colts did, a number 1 and a number 3, taking a shot to try and get Wentz, losing that draft capital, and still don't have a quarterback. that may be what is getting teams to say, hold up for a second before we make this deal with the devil. That maybe this is not the right thing to do at the present time. We're going to be hearing all kinds of stories over the next few days while all the teams are together there in Indianapolis for the combine. So make sure you stay loose. I'm surprised that the news about Dak Prescott having shoulder surgery hasn't actually blown up much bigger than it has. But I guess a lot of fans are just taking some time away. It seems like Cowboy fans that we are really just pissed off and tuned out. That and oversaturated too. There's a lot of places you can go to get your news on the Cowboys as well as the NFL. And I appreciate all of you who come in here, spend a little time with me while I'm doing my thing. You know, my wife always says, do what you love and love what you do. And I love doing this. Tell you what else I would love. I would love to see my Cowboys get their shit together. You know what I mean? Look at that. I'll say one thing. Dallas Cowboys have taught me patience. Lord knows you need some patience to do this. Have a good one, guys. Peace. Oh, sorry.